The course of a migraine. Attacks can be very different. A typical course of migraine is divided into 5 phases. These take different lengths of time and do not necessarily all have to occur. 1. Early stage. In around a third of those affected, the attack is announced by characteristic signs during the course of the migraine. These are called prodromes. These include symptoms such as tiredness, sensitivity to noise, but also cravings or constipation. Such signs usually set in a few hours, but sometimes up to 2 days before the attack. In this phase, the prodromal phase, there are often misunderstandings. Many sufferers do not see any connection between the prodromy and the later course of migraines. Still others confuse the prodromes with triggers, for example the triggering of attacks. A headache diary can help sufferers recognize prodromes and differentiate them from triggers. Link to headache diaries is in the description box below. 2. Aura phase. During a migraine attack, an aura phase with neurological disorders sets in around 10 to 15% of patients. Typically, these last less than 1 hour and set in during the first 20 minutes of the aura. However, they don't have to happen every time a migraine progresses. Characteristic are visual, flickering lights, loss of vision, and sensory disturbances, tingling, numbness. But speech disorders also occur, all of which are completely reversible and therefore do not cause any damage. An important characteristic and distinguishing feature from other diseases, for example a stroke, is the slow spread of symptoms. Like the slowly rising dawn, going back to Aurora, the goddess of dawn, the aura symptoms develop over the course of the migraine. 3. Headache phase. The actual painful phase of a migraine attack can last between 4 hours and 3 days in adults. The moderate to severe, mostly throbbing headaches are usually limited to 1/2 of the head and are accompanied by nausea and vomiting and/or sensitivity to light or noise. At this stage in the course of a migraine, those affected just want to rest and withdraw into the dark. Physical activity usually also increases the intensity of the pain. 4. Dissolution phase. In the course of a migraine, this phase usually begins around 3 days after the attack has started. The symptoms slowly subside, but are still noticeable. 5. Recovery phase. When the pain is gone, this last stage in the course of migraine sets in. Those affected are usually tired and exhausted. It often takes up to 24 hours for them to fully recover. Incidentally, migraines are usually shorter in children and young adolescents. They also often have pain on both sides of the temples and forehead. Imbalance disorders are also a frequent accompanying symptom.